Maybe you've seen my other video, What is Lucid Dreaming and how to use it for self-care and personal development. Maybe you have heard of lucid dreaming and you're wondering, how do I actually make this happen? Lucid dreaming is a skill that can be learned by anyone. There are just a few key basics that you need to master, and I'm gonna go over all of them right here in this video. Be sure to stick around to the end, because if you are serious about learning how to lucid dream and learning how to incorporate lucid dreaming into your day-to-day life, then I have a resource for you. My name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach, and I specialize in metaphysical techniques like lucid dreaming and dreamwork for self-care and personal development. And this video is a part of my Dreamworks Basics series. Let's talk about the things that you are going to need to master in order to become consistently and frequently lucid in your dreams. This is something that I do. I'm a natural lucid dreamer, but I have come up with a system throughout my experiences and my studies that I guarantee will work for anyone. This video is going to be divided into 4 different parts, and there will be timestamps in the description to help you better navigate your experience. The first thing you're going to need is good dream recall. The ability to remember your dreams is key. If you can't remember your dreams, it's not going to matter if you become lucid in your dreams or not, because you're not going to know. So remembering your dreams, I would say, even before you begin daytime induction techniques or even nighttime induction techniques, things that you are doing to try to make yourself get lucid, you want to at least be able to remember 2 dreams every night, and those dreams should be remembered vividly. They should be remembered with a lot of detail. If you are still working on boosting your dream recall, then you need to check out my video on dream journaling, which is my #1 technique to boost dream recall. So go ahead and check that out here. I will pin it as well as putting it in the description box below. The second thing you're going to need is a good intention or a good goal. You're going to need a good, strong intention, because in a way you have trained your mind to be non-lucid. In some ancient traditions, it said that the lucid state is the natural state. Having a lucid dream or being lucid in your dream is a natural state, and actually not being lucid in your dreams is a symptom of forgetfulness. It's a symptom of disconnection, of forgetting. You are going to need a strong goal or strong intention in order to overcome all of the habits that you already have, reinforcing you to have non-lucid dreams. This is going to be things like, think about when you are driving home, or when you're on the bus or on the train and you're riding home, and all of a sudden you get to the destination, but you weren't exactly present the entire way. You were caught up in the narrative and the story in your head, and you weren't present in the moment with your surroundings, with what was actually going on. That's exactly what happens when you are in a dream and you're not lucid. This forgetfulness, this air of unawareness that comes over you, the mind, and your state of consciousness. This is what non-lucidity is. So you have habits that you have developed throughout your life that contribute to you being non-lucid in the waking state, which means it's gonna be even more difficult for you to get lucid in the dreaming state. But it is possible with a strong goal or an intention. So if there's something that you really want to do in the beginning, I would advise honestly selecting something fun, something enjoyable. If you've never had a lucid dream before, I would say save the serious stuff for a bit later on in your journey, and make sure to keep it light, fun, and fresh. Find a strong goal or an intention that is going to work well and motivate you. The next thing you're going to need is awareness, or mindfulness techniques is what I'm going to call them. Being lucid in your dreams involves being aware. So you need to have practices, you need to have techniques that train the awareness. And what I would suggest is mindfulness meditation. What I'm going to do is, if you are interested in learning more about mindfulness meditation or deepening your mindfulness meditation practice, I have a free 2-hour class called The 10 Steps to Clearing the Mind with Mindfulness Meditation. I give you an overview of the technique, the historical background. I teach you the ins and outs, and I show you what the mind does, how it naturally progresses from being in a very overactive, reactive, habitual state of grasping and pushing until all the way on your journey later on, the mind has calmed, it has settled, and you get to this place where people say meditating to clear the mind or no thoughts come up in the mind. That process is a journey, but I want to make sure that you completely understand what's going on and how it's happening. That way you can create a targeted and effective practice just for you. But mindfulness or awareness techniques are going to be key. So I would suggest practicing meditation and meditating within an hour, hour and a half before going to bed for at least 20 minutes, and perhaps practicing another time in the day, in the afternoon, first thing when you wake up in the morning, to ground yourself and get going for the day, whatever makes best sense for you. And then the last thing you're going to need is lucidity induction techniques. Now, this is going to vary over your journey and just for the type of person you are, what calls to you. But basically, lucidity induction techniques are going to be ways that you are going to trigger the mind to have this experience of waking up inside of the dream state. I know you're getting your learning on, but I want to quickly draw your attention to the crystal jewelry that I'm wearing. Typically, I wear something different in each video. This is a labradorite. And here I have some elite noble shungite with pyrite, as well as a Herkimer diamond necklace. You can find handmade crystal jewelry and crystal rolled incense, along with small batch handmade Florida waters in the HIYERDreaming.com metaphysical shop. Your support means a lot, and it helps me to continue making self-care and personal development tutorials and resources just like this one. Check out the link to my shop in the description box below. And now let me continue giving you the tips, tools, and techniques that you can use in order to create a positive transformation in your life. Or realizing that you're dreaming while you're dreaming. There are induction techniques from both Eastern and Western culture that involve doing things in the daytime, like reminding yourself throughout the day that you are dreaming, or looking at your surroundings and looking at everything that is appearing to you and realizing and integrating that this is very dreamlike. There are techniques where you pay attention to what shows up in your dreams repetitively, and then you do what are called reality checks, actions that really only make sense if you're dreaming, like plugging your nose and checking to see if you can breathe, or trying to put your finger through your palm, or jumping in the air and flying. Things that would only happen in the dreaming state. So you would do those whenever you encounter one of those habitual situations that you tend to find yourself in when you're dreaming. There are tons of induction techniques. There are even techniques where you maintain consciousness into the liminal state, which is something that I talk about here on Higher Dreaming, liminal dreaming. This is, for many cultures, the main way they induce lucid dreams, by having this very engaged, very active liminal dreaming process where they are maintaining awareness into the space between waking and sleeping, and learning how to navigate this zone. So there are many different ways to induce a lucid dream, but you have to find the way that is going to work best for you. Stick with it for a while, and make sure that you are also practicing the other 3 skills that I mentioned in this video. Okay, so let's talk about next steps, and remember, I do have a suggestion for you. If you are looking to move forward, I have a number of videos already on my channel. I would suggest checking out the one on enhancing and multiplying your dreams. If you find that you are having difficulty remembering your dreams, or you feel like you wish you could remember more dreams, remember earlier I said have at least 2 dreams a night that you can remember clearly and vividly. If you're still not there yet, check out this video. For a recommendation, I would highly suggest that you grab my Intro to Dreamwork and Lucid Dreaming for Self-Care and Personal Development workbook bundle. It actually comes with 2 workbooks. It has tons of guided practices, tutorials, how-tos, guided meditations, links to studies, tons of resources, everything that you need to learn a systematic way of becoming lucid in your dreams, and not just becoming lucid, but using even your non-lucid dreams for self-care, to gain insights about your life, to help you accomplish your goals, to help you discover unconscious habits and break unsupportive habits, create new habits. If you're someone who's interested in dreams, interested in becoming lucid in your dreams, then you might as well learn how to use this for a positive reason in your life. I'm going to include the link to that workbook bundle in the description box below. While you're down there checking out those resources, if you haven't already, make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. And in the meantime, in between time, here are 2 more that YouTube thinks that you would enjoy.